Hey everyone, welcome back to our journey through the Bible, one chapter at a time. Today we're diving into a really interesting section, 1 Chronicles chapters 9 and 10. Now, if you've been following along, you know we've just waded through a whole lot of genealogies. It can feel a bit like reading a phone book from ancient times, right? But chapter 9 is where things start to pivot. It's like the camera zooms in after a long wide shot. This chapter lists the people who returned to Jerusalem after the Babylonian exile. It's a roll call of the first families to come back and rebuild. We see priests, Levites, gatekeepers, and temple servants, all the people needed to get the community and worship at the temple back up and running. Think about it. After decades in a foreign land, these are the folks who packed their bags and said, "We're going home." They were pioneers, full of hope and a desire to restore their heritage. The chapter emphasizes the roles and responsibilities of each group. The gatekeepers, for example, weren't just security guards. They were trusted officials who guarded the sacred spaces and managed the temple's treasures. The priests and Levites were in charge of the worship, the music, the sacrifices, the spiritual heartbeat of the nation. It paints a picture of a society trying to reestablish order, identity, and their relationship with God. It's a powerful reminder that every person, no matter their role, is essential in building a community of faith. Even the seemingly small jobs were vital to the bigger picture. And right at the end of this list of new beginnings, the book does something curious. It gives us the genealogy of King Saul again. We saw it a chapter ago, but here it is one more time. Why? It's like the author is setting the stage, reminding us where Israel's monarchy began before launching into the main story. Which brings us to chapter 10. The mood shifts dramatically. We're thrown into the heat of battle on Mount Gilboa. It's the final, tragic day of King Saul's life. The Philistines are pressing hard, and the Israelite army is collapsing. Saul's sons, including his brave son Jonathan, are killed right in front of him. It's an absolute catastrophe. Wounded by archers and facing capture, Saul is desperate. He asks his armor-bearer to kill him so he won't be humiliated by the enemy. But the armor-bearer is terrified and refuses. So in a moment of ultimate despair, Saul takes his own sword and falls on it. It's a grim and heartbreaking end for Israel's first king. The Philistines find his body, desecrate it, and display his armor in their temples. It seems like a total, crushing defeat for Israel and for God's chosen king. But then the writer gives us the theological reason behind this tragedy. It wasn't just a military loss. The text explicitly says Saul died because of his unfaithfulness to the Lord. He didn't keep the word of the Lord, and he consulted a medium for guidance instead of inquiring of God. This is the key takeaway for the chronicler. Saul's downfall was a direct result of his disobedience. The kingdom was taken from him and given to someone else, David, a man after God's own heart. So these two chapters give us a powerful contrast. Chapter 9 is all about hope, restoration, and rebuilding the community with God at the center. Chapter 10 is a stark warning about the consequences of turning away from God. It sets the stage perfectly for the story of King David, which is where the book of Chronicles will focus next. It's a lesson on the importance of faithfulness, from the ordinary gatekeeper all the way to the king on the throne. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope this gives you a fresh perspective on these chapters. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video as we continue our journey. See you next time.